Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today to talk about the Turnbull government's determination to protect the nation from the silent killer that is asbestos. The member for Hinkler talked about tradespeople, of which I was one, and did have significant exposure to asbestos dust. And it is something that is very much on my mind, as they say that asbestos has about a 30-year incubation. Asbestosis has about a 30-year incubation period, and I'm reaching that 30 years virtually to the day. So it is something that is very, very cognizant in my own mind as to the dangers of asbestosis. Madam Deputy Speaker, one of the unwanted legacies of the 20th century building boom was asbestos. There's been innocent exposure which has resulted in complex health problems for many thousands of Australians later in life. The people at greatest risk of developing an asbestos-related disease are those that frequently undertake repairs and renovations and other work which can generate the release of asbestos fibres into the air. But one thing that is not addressed by many people when they talk about asbestos, particularly in my own home state of Queensland, is that hundreds of thousands of homes contain asbestos. Hundreds of thousands of homes, not just in Queensland but across this country, contain asbestos. That's not to suggest that or to take away the significance or the risk of asbestos, but one needs to take it in context. Every home built before 2003, every home, every building contained asbestos. But breathing in asbestos fibres has been linked to 3 asbestos-related diseases: asbestosis, mesothelioma and lung cancer, all of which can be fatal. Asbestos-related diseases take time to develop. They usually emerge at least 10 years after exposure, but can sometimes take up to as long as 50 years. And there are no current cures for these diseases. It is for this reason that the Australian government is serious about maintaining tight controls on products containing asbestos coming into this country. Australia is strongly committed to a coordinated national approach to dealing with asbestos and is in fact a global leader in asbestos control, and one of only a few countries that has a total ban on asbestos since 2003. In accordance with our commitment, in August 2015, the government released the National Strategic Plan for Asbestos Awareness and Management. Endorsed by all state and territory governments, the plan has for the first time secured a coordinated national approach among Commonwealth, state and territory governments to dealing with asbestos. Since its establishment on the 1st of July 2015, the Australian Border Force has been our first line of defence in preventing goods that pose a risk of containing asbestos from coming into the country, and we can assure the nation that this increased level of intensity will be maintained. The Australian Border Force works proactively with a range of federal, state and territory authorities to address concerns about the importation of asbestos. Madam Deputy Speaker, this multi-layered approach includes education, campaigns and outreach activities. Additionally, the ABF is working with relevant Chinese government bodies to enhance cooperation on the asbestos border control. The ABF uses profiles and alerts to target specific goods, countries of origin, suppliers and importers of concern. The ABF constantly refines this targeting activity based on intelligence received. The ABF undertakes interception and intervention activities targeting high-risk building products which may result in testing and seizure of these goods. Madam Deputy Speaker, unlike illegal firearms and other prohibited items, asbestos cannot be detected through X-ray screening or other detection and examination capabilities deployed at the border. Madam Deputy Speaker, the Labor Party's record on this